Hey, what's happening, everyone? Just going to show you a light day of upper body pressing followed by a heavy day of upper body pressing. Right now, my light days are on Saturdays for upper body pressing. My heavy days would be Tuesdays. So here you'll see Saturday and then a Tuesday from I think 1 or 2 weeks ago. I'm fairly backlogged on my training videos. Still recording basically all of them. It's just putting them together and editing them and voiceovering and all that kind of stuff. It takes up a little bit of time, which is not so much on my side lately. However, with a major change in my workout location, which you will see in the coming videos, it's going to make my schedule a little bit easier, and I'm pretty excited about it. So let's stop talking about that. Let's talk about the actual work that's going on right here. So my light day pressing and my heavy day pressing, it's basically the same structure, just with the reps and sets and weights all adjusted to be in line with heavy and light. So on the light days, I'm working up in sets of like 8, 6, or 10, from standing shoulder pressed variation to incline bench down to flat bench. And some of those might be like an incline closer grip or a flat bitch. Oh, Cody. That's quite the slip. Flat bench close grip setup. I'm a child. I'm sorry. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. So I'm going from pressing vertically down to pressing horizontally and trying to get stronger in those different rep ranges. And on light day, it's between 6 and 10. Superset, that's what's up. Rear delts all day, baby. Those suckers, man, I was sweating on that rear delt superset. Anyways, so yeah. The thing about this structure, going from standing shoulder press to incline to flat bench, I think I stole it from T-Nipple, Christian Thibodeau. He's a Canadian, I think. I don't know. He's got a silly accent, but he's pretty jacked. I read about him doing that years ago, and I was like, you know what? That'd probably be a good way to put some size on my shoulders, which have been always a very lacking body part. So I'm putting the priority first with the overhead pressing, and then going down to incline and then down to flat bench. I've got pretty good pec development here. Don't need to work so much on developing the pecs, but I do need to get the triceps and the shoulders involved a lot more. And you know what? Pressing overhead certainly does a great job at developing those two things, and incline does a pretty damn fine job at it too. So on the heavy day, I'm trying to work up in sets of 2 or 3, and then on the flat, I'll get into a heavy single or 2, and then throw on the slingshot and do a bunch of overload volume with the slingshot. Now, most of my flat bench volume is through the slingshot on these heavy days, and that's mostly because I just need to stay in tune with handling heavy weights. You know, the thing I love about the slingshot, and I've written about it before, and it was a fairly popular blog post of mine, is that the thing about a slingshot versus bands and chains, or versus something like a 2-board or whatever, is that it works you through the full range of motion, and you get to feel that full weight on the bar in your hands the whole time. And you get a lot of neural, you get a lot of inward feedback, if you know what I mean. Not that inward, you bastards. But you get a lot of neural feedback from having that heavy weight be felt in your hands through that full range of motion. And it builds a lot of really good confidence too. And I'm not trying to sell you a slingshot right now. I'm just trying to tell you why I like to use one. And if you have a friend who has a slingshot and you're kind of hesitant on buying one, by all means, certainly be hesitant about dropping whatever amount of money it is on one. Throw it on, throw your friends on, give it a shot, see if you like it. You know, it certainly changed the game for my bench. It got me from poverty bench mode to middle class bench mode. And when you're middle class bench mode, then you can afford to go on these little 3-plate vacations every once in a while and just put 3 plates on the bar and just do it because you can. You know, poverty bench mode, you're just at that grind, son. Just hit that 225 and just work. That 9 to 5. no vacations. So, yeah, heavy days, light days, starting with what I'm weak at, what needs more development, that overhead work, that tricep work, get my shoulders working. Yeah, it's all working pretty good. Thanks for watching.